value is I accepted a challenge from like all my teammates. We're going to do a 30-day Let's Go Live challenge. Oh, that's me. My name is Connie. On the internet and all around, you see me as Connie B. Ask Connie B. Hashtag Ask Connie B. Check it out. Maybe I was not supposed to say that. I don't know what I'm supposed to say in these things. But I just wanted to introduce myself and tell you a little bit more about me. I have 3 kids, and they are Nathan's 32. He's going to be 33 years old. Yes, I have a 33-year-old. Don't I still look good? I have a 28-year-old son, Zachary, and he is my wild child. He's my heart and soul. Everybody knows Zachary. And then I have a little daughter. She's fixing to be 15. She's 14, fixing to be 15. And she keeps me on my toes too, although she's an exceptional child. If you ever wanted a child, you really wanted a Lexi Bug. So, with that being said, I'm married to Jack. He's my second marriage, and he has really worked out in the fact that we got our stuff together and we're very, very, very compatible. So, here's your first little tip. If you can find somebody to be compatible with in this awful world, your world then becomes beautiful. And that leads me into what I wanted to tell you about bringing beauty into your world. Because so many people always say, Connie, you're just full of joy and your gratitude, you're thankful for everything. And you guys wouldn't even believe the stuff me and Jack have to go through. And you just got to be grateful for it. So, my tips and value is about gratitude. I'm going to read you off this. I mean, I could just say it in my own words, but I want to give credit and I don't want to copyright. I went online and I found some of the best sum it up value for you from Psychology Today. Okay, gratitude. What is gratitude? Okay, gratitude is the expression of appreciation for what one has. It is a recognition of value independent of monetary worth. Okay? I know we can be all grateful for like monetary stuff, but this comes from our intrinsic stuff, what we have inside of us. Okay? Gratitude is an affirmation of goodness and warmth, and it is a social emotion. So gratitude is an emotion, such as like anger, happiness, those jealousy, those emotions that we have. Okay? Here's the good news. Here's the good news. Gratitude can be learned, and you can change your whole mindset on how to bring gratitude into your life and give yourself an overwhelming feeling of joy, especially like in this very hard time. Okay, so, oh, hey, I see Adela's on, and First Cat Bell. Hi, guys, thanks for joining me. I always wanted to say hi, but sometimes that gets on my nerves when I'm watching people and they're like, oh man, there's social hour. But in keeping with what's going on and talking about gratitude, I am extremely grateful, and I have a lot of gratitude for everybody that's supporting me being here on this live. So, moving forward, so you guys have some value. We talked a little bit about the dictionary version of what gratitude is, but I wanted to let you guys know this. All right? Gratitude is making conscious efforts to count one's blessings. Studies show that people can deliberately cultivate gratitude. Isn't that great? You can deliberately cultivate this. Gratitude is important. I can't even tell you how important it is in social and personal benefits when you find gratitude in your life, especially in today's times. like with everything that's going on right now. The emotion generates a climate of positivity with both that reaches inward and outward. Okay? How do you cultivate gratitude? You might be asking yourself. So if I can get gratitude in my life, like how would I do that, Connie? Right? I've got some answers. Gratitude starts with noticing the goodness in life. You have to open your eyes to the goodness. Some people might call it, I have a friend, Shell, this is what she calls it, find yourself a silver lining. Any time, it's like a yin and a yang. Anytime something bad happens, there's going to be something good to offset it. That's just how it works. It's just how it works. I promise you, I've been on this earth almost 50 years. In every bad situation, no matter how horrible, horrific it is, something has a greater good about it. You have to open your eyes and find that greater good and have gratitude in that situation. Okay? How do you practice gratitude? Is another question you might be asking yourself. So, in my notes, I have just being around friends and family that can help you lift your spirits. Finding yourself a mentor, finding yourself a special animal, just a place, something that can just you automatically go in there to the energy that brings and it helps lift you up. Okay? Also, being more appreciative of life and feeling less cynical pushes you in a more thankful frame of mind. At other times, when you are facing a tough decision or going through tough times, seeing it as a gift is very useful. Okay? So you can stop yourself and say, oh, I just had my car repoed. I hate this. I'm going through it. You've got to stop and focus yourself on, yes, that's a horrible, horrible situation. But when one door shuts, another one opens. And then that's when you start thinking about what you're grateful for and the steps you got to take to get back on track. And maybe losing that car can bring you to another car. That was just an example. What makes a person feel grateful inside? How do you get to feel grateful inside? Well, it depends on the person. We're all different. So what makes you maybe feel grateful and happy inside may not be for me. And what makes me happy and grateful inside might not work for you. So it's really an individual game on this. The concept is the same, but you've really got to pinpoint your triggers on the inside. What makes you happy? What you can do to help that inside yourself. And this goes into a whole nother concept of when people tell you only you can make yourself happy. People can help you all they want. They can help you. You can receive help in this world. But ultimately, it comes down to you making your choices because nobody really knows you on the inside. Only you know you. And sometimes we don't even know ourselves. And that's where the homework comes in. That's where the learning and getting on the internet now, finding yourself people to talk to. I mean, you've really got to be proactive in your whole life to find out what makes you tick. Okay? So, I have a question that I would like you guys to answer in the comments or in your own personal journal or wherever you want. Here's the question, the challenge question for you today. Is gratitude contagious? Is gratitude contagious? Can you get gratitude from other people? Answer that for me. All right? So, I also wanted to tell you that gratitude is both a temporary feeling and a disposable trait. That means you can change it. You can change it by an action switch. You've just got to figure out how those mind switches and action switches work within you. And there's a lot of stuff out there. If you want to find, there's so much stuff if you just take the time to research it while you're on the phone instead of scrolling through TikTok. You just like Google it. I always say Google it. Go through the meat, throw out the bones, take in what you need to, and then when stuff starts feeling good inside for you, then you know you need to latch onto that and go down that rabbit hole to fix yourself. You know what I mean? All right. So, why does gratitude matter? Why does it even matter to us, right? Psychologists say that over time, feeling grateful boosts happiness and fosters both physical and psychological health. We now live in a time that we are so desperate to get healthy. Like, even as much gratitude and joy as I have, like, I'm still overweight. Me and Jack eat like crap. We eat like crap. I, but, my supplements, my patches, all that good stuff helps. It helps. But sometimes I get so overwhelmed. I'm just a stress eater. You see me all the time eating chips on all my stuff. I'm just eating away, right? I've got to learn how to deal with that so I can get physically more fit. Mentally, I feel like I'm okay. I got a little anxiety here and there. Mainly, time pressures in the businesses. And I try to do, this is my own personal problem. I try to do too much all the time on that. But I deal with my own personal problem. you, you just gotta, let me get back on track. You've just got to know that having gratitude, and I have this from experience, can make you a lot happier. A lot happier mentally, physically. I had a friend once tell me, Connie, look at your vegetables. Look at your food, the healthy food, and be grateful. Look at it as nutrition. You're loving your body. Mind trick yourself when you eat your Cheeto that this is horrible. It's horrible. You gotta show gratitude to the things that are gonna make you happy. When you're mental, show gratitude to your situations that you can pull joy from. Like, I'm exercising today. I'm so grateful my legs are moving. I'm so grateful I can walk. So I'm going to get out there and walk. I'm so grateful I have a piece of lettuce in front of me that I can eat, that uh, this big leafy thing gives me iron, and I can be better in my immune system and in my iron and stuff. So those are just a few examples, because I'm not supposed to, in my challenge, I'm not supposed to keep these forever, and I could go live and I'd take you guys with me all over the place. So here's another question in my notes. Does gratitude reduce stress? People who are grateful feel less pain, less stress, and suffer less insomnia. And we all have sleeping problems. I promise you that. I hear it day in, day out. I hear it all the time. People that are grateful have stronger immune systems, experience healthier relationships, and do better academically and professionally. I really believe that. The research is there. All you got to do is do it. Here's another one. Are grateful people less depressed? Here's the good news. Grateful people are indeed less likely to have mental health problems like depression and getting into the I don't want to be mean. I know it's a disease. I know all that. But I'm just saying, finding gratitude helps with depression. It's all there. It's all in the research. So, can gratitude help you engage in better self-care? Absolutely, it can. Absolutely. I have taken the 5 best ways to help you Boost your own personal gratitude. And these might get you started this week or this month, and you can see a huge difference in yourself. I promise, I promise. In my personal opinion, I promise this stuff, if you really do it, it's going to boost your gratitude and you're going to thank yourself every day for taking action. Okay, the first thing you need to do is keep a journal or in some way keep a little notes, some type of data record keeping for the little joys in your life. You set your own goal. I'm going to do one good thing that happened to me today. Today I'm going to have 5 good things. For me personally, I do 3 huge things, like 3 huge life saving things that happen to me each day that I'm grateful for. And then I do 10 little things. 10 little things. Little things can be like the little outside cat that I feed because I love little stray outside cats. He didn't knock over his cat food into the water bowl, so I didn't have to go out there and fix it all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, little cat. That's a little thing, right? Okay, so the second thing I think that you need to do is write down 3 good things and identify that they have gone well for you. Okay? Identify, okay, these 3 things have gone well for me, but here's the kicker on this one. Why? They called it antecedents when I worked in like the education uh, part of my life. What was the cause? We all know from science you have cause and effect. Something happens and there's an effect, cause and effect, okay? If this thing happened and it made you feel grateful to the end of like, I am so grateful, I can't even believe this, right? What caused that? You have to identify the causer, okay? Like for me, I love being in that service truck. I know it freaked a lot of you guys out as much as we drive around and all that. I'm a traveler. I love it. I can't be locked up in my house. That's not my happy place. I like living out of that truck, eating road food. That I gotta get healthier road food. I know that, but anyways, you get the point. Let's move on to number 3. Write thank you notes or text or little videos or however you contact your people, phone, online. Just be able to thank the people in your life. Okay, that's very, very important for gratitude. Even if it's small, big, whatever, don't go a day without thanking somebody for what they've done for you in your life. And be genuine about it. So, I try to reach out to all my bestie friends at least once a week, some a little more, and all my family members. I try my hardest. I know it's very, very time consuming, and believe me, if anybody knows, well, I just don't have time to call my grandma or what. You do have time. You have some time. I promise you do. But this makes you feel so much better when you are involved and you know what's going on and you can be grateful and have a ton of gratitude for that person in your life and how they've changed your life and what they are to you. And it's so good to do. All right, so number 4, think about people who have inspired you and what about them was most significant. Make sure you write that down because then that lets you know, like, how I'm sure you've heard about like those love languages, 5 love languages, or how you can boost your motivation and stuff. Like those super, super great people that inspired you. Like, what is it about you that they hit? What nerve inside you? How did they inspire you? Because whoever inspires me, like, here's one, Mark, bless his heart. Like, you either love him or hate him. Like, that dude has changed my life, my whole life. And then I tell people all about it. Ah, you gotta get it. It's life changing. Some people's like, oh, I don't know. But it's all personal. It's all personal for that person inside. So you find who inspires you, and they can be anybody ever in your whole life. You have to find the root cause of what they inspired you about, okay? And the fifth one is so important. Okay, they try to tell us all the time we shouldn't think negatively and all that good stuff, but everybody, well, maybe not everybody knows, statistically, some people know if you do what's called a subtraction, in this case, it'd be like mental subtraction, right? Imagine your life, what it would be like if some positive event or your most favorite moment in life did not happen. If you took that out, where would you be? What would your life do? You have to do some subtraction in your life. You just have to. The the other thing with subtraction is like if you have a bad thing going on, like they call it bad energy and a bad relationship, if you have something negative or horrible happening to you, somehow you have got to find a way to subtract that. You just have to. Else it will eat you alive and you just can't come out of this. So don't forget, you need to research a lot about subtraction and mental subtraction and physical subtraction and the benefits of those on your mental health and having gratitude. Okay? So celebrate you today. All right. Talk to you guys later. Love you all. Bye bye.